About a month ago, we spent 15 days driving around the entire country of Iceland. We rented an SUV and we filmed as much as we could because you cannot take a bad photo or video there. From the waterfalls to the black sand beaches to all the hiking trails, everything in Iceland was amazing. This trip was in the middle of winter and a lot of people don't realize that Iceland is not that cold. Because of the Gulf Stream, it funnels all of the cold air from the Arctic and goes right around Iceland. Northern Canada and Greenland, for example, get hit with cold weather really badly, but it kind of skips Iceland. We were there in the middle of winter and it was only -1 to about +4 on average. Overall, it was such a cool trip. We really enjoyed it. We fell in love with Iceland just a few days into the trip. And surprisingly, the cell phone service was perfect. We didn't have to get the GPS for the vehicle, and we ended up just using the cell phone for the entire trip. And driving in Iceland is actually pretty safe. They had 3 or 4 foot tall reflectors on either sides of the highways, and especially when driving at night, it made it pretty safe. And we also were able to go off-roading quite a bit, which was great because that allowed us to see more of the country. The one thing we did notice was the winds in Iceland were crazy. I've never experienced anything like that. We actually had to skip a location because there was an incoming storm that had hurricane winds of like 140 kilometers an hour. This was quite scary, and obviously, needless to say, we booked a hotel for that night. Besides that, there were crazy snowstorms, then hail, then high winds, then no winds, then blue skies. The weather changes so quickly there, and I guess that's because of the Gulf Stream or where Iceland is located globally. So there are definitely many different weather conditions, and that's exactly what the locals say. If you wait 10 minutes, there'll be completely different weather. So why did we travel to Iceland? Well, firstly, Iceland has always been on my bucket list. Secondly, it was my 30th birthday coming up, so I wanted to plan a really cool trip around that. And thirdly, we shoot stock footage. So we have a video production company and we have an online business. The mix between those two is traveling and capturing stock footage and then selling the stock footage as another passive income stream. During our trip, I'd say we filmed about 12 hours every single day, purely capturing stock footage and exploring the country. Because we do YouTube stuff and vlogging like this, we thought it would be a really cool idea to package it all together and create a series of motivational videos. We'll put quotes on the screen from time to time, and every so often we'll release a new one of these motivational videos. And with that being said, let's jump into the first video of our Iceland motivational video series. Enjoy.
Thank you.